Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Knuckle Bash. This was created by a company called Toaplan, who were far more famous for their shoot-'em-up games than beat-'em-up games like this one, and it was licensed to Atari games. It's really not that great a game. Some of the characters' moves are kind of amusing. You can choose from one of 3 different characters to begin with. Some of the enemies you defeat later on will join your side, and you can choose from them. But, hello. This was suggested by YouTube user Paul Contreras. I believe that's his name. Yep, Paul Contreras. But I'd never seen this game that I can recall. But you select one to begin with, one of 3 ex-wrestlers, or you could play 2 players simultaneous play. And you basically, you don't fight a long level like you do in Final Fight. You just about go right to the bosses right away. So the game's not really all that interesting, and you don't get items out of barrels or piles of tires or crates or anything. There are bonus rounds that allow you to extend your life bar, but the game really isn't that interesting, and the graphics really aren't entirely up to snuff for 1993. I mean, they're not terrible, but the game itself just isn't that interesting. One of the wrestlers looks like Elvis. It's very funny. It has a very funny special move. Each character has a special move. They can press A and B together, or punch and jump together, and they'll do a special move that takes off a little energy. There's a little bit of a story mode if you choose the first mode. There are 2 different modes you can choose, and we'll look at the other one later, but it's the second mode has less of a story than the first mode. That's really the only difference that I can tell. You can bash the cars for extra points. They'll break, but you won't get any additional points for hitting them after that. Or you can stand on them. The enemies can stand on them too. And we'll choose the first guy. I don't know even that the characters have names. I don't believe they did. Or at least I didn't see them in the game. Kind of interesting that you beat up porters or valets and just whoop on them. They come out of the hotel, and after you beat up all these guys, then you go inside the hotel and you beat up on more porters. And are they carrying hand trucks? That's kind of what they look like. But yeah, you can move down or up into an opponent and press the attack button, and you can grab them. And while you've got them in your clutches, you can do various attack moves to cripple them. There's the hotel staff cheering you on, or answering phones. This statue is peeing out water. Lovely. Now here is a boss character. Oftentimes you will just go right to the boss, or the boss will appear and have a couple lackeys with him. This guy likes to do a jump kick at you. All the bosses have some sort of sneak attack that's really cheap that they like to do. I think the only items that you can break are the cars. You can't break those bars. You get a little bit of extra points for breaking the cars. most bosses will get wise to you if you try to jump back and kick them. It looks like there's a sliver of life left on the enemy's bar, but he dies anyway. This guy sets up some dynamite and it'll blow you through to the next area where there's 2 more bosses. It's a Muay Thai fighter and some big hillbilly guy. Yeah, this game isn't all that great. It's not the worst you'll ever see by any means, but it's just not, I don't think it's very memorable. It aspires to be a Final Fight type of game with wrestling, but there's no actual level to go through. Oops, I lost. You can get extra lives by passing a certain amount of points. I think it's like maybe at 100,000, and then after that I'm not sure, but my last life. Those falling trays might turn around jump kits. And that's the end of stage 1. There are a total of 10 levels. Actually, I think it might be 11. So here is the first bonus round. Once it reads 0, wail as hard as you can on the A button. And if you wailed hard enough, then you'll be able to beat the opponent here. See, I did. It shows you how many times they hit the button and how many times you hit the button. You just have to hit the attack button. And then I got a longer life bar. Here's a very effeminate, dressed and acting boss here. Ow. Kick you. He's very goofy. He's wearing lipstick. And then he sends some equally effeminate bad guys after you. When these bad guys get in a crouched stance, you better either throw them or back the hell off, because they'll do some sort of attack. And when a boss beats you, you see a close-up of their face, and you lose a life. But yeah, there's not really levels per se. You seem to, for the most part, just go right to a boss, which is pretty lame, I think. I don't believe I'd ever seen this in arcades. There's that fish jumping out of the water. Alright, I beat him. Usually he'll call forth 2 waves of guys after you. You might be able to beat him without facing the second wave. Now we go on board the ship. We have to beat all these wrestler guys. And once you do, then you face the next boss. And he's a monster, like a lab-created monster or something. He breaks out of that crate. You'll face him in just a moment. Some green, hairy ape type of monster. He's really a pain in the butt. Likes to do this leg whip. He'll jump at you and slash you with claws. There is my special attack with that guy. I'll show you all the characters you can choose. Even the bosses that will join your side later on. But yeah, basically you're just 3 different wrestlers. And the other... crap, yeah. The other 2 enemies that you can choose are a ninja and a football player. specials, and then I'll continue. Parts of the game I kind of skipped ahead. We'll get to that eventually. Now I'll choose the Elvis guy, yep. Thank you very much. He has a very funny special attack. He'll play his guitar, and now we get to do another bonus round. Just wail as hard as you can on that button, and if you see your fist drop before the opponent, then you've already got more punches in on him. So just keep on wailing on the button. There, he pressed it 66 times. I pressed it 84 times. Now we face more effeminate guys. At least I think they're dressed fairly suspiciously. Very high-riding shorts. Yeah, kind of suspect. Yeah, you can't destroy those booths by punching at them. Unfortunately, that would have been kind of cool, but this game really isn't very interesting. Wouldn't mind having some of that pig there. Oh, and now these guys can stab you and seriously put the hurt on you with those knives. I've almost got no energy. Am I actually going to make it through this level? Well, I guess you can destroy those crates there. Rats running around. Can't destroy the rats, unfortunately. And now we face the ninja, and the ninja can become an ally after you beat him. The ninja's kind of annoying. He's got special moves that are really annoying, and you gotta watch out for them. Like I said, a lot of the bosses have these annoying special moves, and they'll come at you with them. And I like that. That is funny. Special move is plays the guitar, and sometimes will kind of swallow the enemy up in his guitar, and then release them, and they're hurt. It's just a weird game. But yeah, if you're above or below the enemy and you move down or up and touch them while pressing the attack button, you'll grab them, and you can do additional attacks by continuing to press the attack button. See, he says, "I'll join you and fight to them." What? Yeah, this is the mode Fierce Battle of the Four Mad Bulls. There is another mode, and it's just kind of sped up a little bit. It eliminates some of the maybe dialogue, and just gets right to the fights. It's not all that special, and this game just isn't all that interesting. Yeah, don't get right up to those guys as they come up, or they'll hurt you. So you can get a little bit of extra points, perhaps, by beating up vehicles. Yeah, you can't destroy the car like you can in Final Fight. But yeah, I don't really care for this game that much. And like I said, Toaplan is mostly known for their shoot-em-ups. And now here's another boss we're going to go right to, and he's in this wrestling ring. back away, because right when he jumps in, he can hurt you. And he likes to jump off the ropes and attack you. I'm not sure which character is best to choose. Just experiment and find out for yourself which one you like best. Ouch. Yeah, I skipped ahead, and after you beat him, you go on to the next bonus stage. Well, we'll skip that. We don't need to see it. If you lose it, they just show you fall. There's nothing special. Now we take on some football players. The one in red is the boss, and he can do that special attack. The enemy attacks really start hurting now. Here is the ninja I'm going to play as. And again, after you beat the football player, you will eventually be able to choose to play as him, which is nice. You asshole, stop it. There we go. And then you fall through this trap floor, and strangely one of the football players didn't fall through even though it was laying over the hole. Now we face this really annoying Middle Eastern fighter. And he does a jump slicing attack that, unless you do a dive kick at the last second, you're gonna get nailed. But yeah, we'll just kind of skip ahead to the boss fights, just because I don't want to do a whole playthrough. This game's dull enough as it is. Well, they say final stage, but there's still one boss fight after this. We have this kabuki type actor. He can breathe fire. He tries to stab you with his claws. Get too close and he'll knock you down. There's his fiery breath. Oh, it really hurts. Well, this is what it looks like when you beat him. Changes to a normal guy and then just wishes you luck. And you face this big guy, really fat guy. He's really annoying. He does some jumping attacks at you, rolls up into a big ball and rolls at you. An annoying guy. Really disgusting too. Well, we'll skip ahead a little bit. And there's his special attack. Again, the special attack uses up a little bit of your life. That is annoying too. That attack hurts. That's the end of that boss. 10 stages. And now all your wrestler buddies show up. Is this the end? That's right. We have one thing left to do. What's that? Take control of our destiny. That's stupid. Then they all watch the sunset. that is Knuckle Bash. And yeah, the other mode, all it seems to do is just make the fights, or take you right to the fights instead of having any dialogue or anything before it. Not a very interesting game. The default letters for putting your initials in are just ABC. And yeah, Fierce Battle of the Four Mad Bulls. This is the other mode you can play. Like I said, it's just shorter than the other one as far as I can tell. Nothing very special. Pretty dull game, and not all that great if you ask me, but some of their special moves are kind of funny, and I like the Elvis guy. So you just go right to these guys. But that is Knuckle Bash by Toaplan and licensed to Atari games in 1993. Suggested by YouTube user Paul Contreras. This is Crazy Climb Radio saying thanks for watching Knuckle Bash by Toaplan and Atari games in 1993. I'll catch you later with another video. See you then, folks. Bye-bye.